I do weird stuff on my trucks.
Like what?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
So I ride 147s on a 8.3 board, and I ride 2 top bushings.
Oh,
to make it looser,
so that
It changes the geometry of the truck, though.
So that I can tighten my truck all the way down, because like if I put on new trucks, I can't put on new trucks and have the bolt like loose enough for the trucks to be loose enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you have 2 top bushings, it brings that like amount of bushing you have like down smaller.
Right.
So I can like screw my bolt all the way on, like turn it all the way like hella times. And
You must blow through pivot bushings though. Now doing that though, because it changes the geometry of the truck. You basically are now tilting your truck like this, and it's probably not setting the pivot cup right.
Yeah, a little bit. It changed. Yeah, it definitely changed the geometry of the truck a little bit. But I get a little bit of play, so I'll have a little bit of play on my truck like this, and then it'll hit bushing. So it'll be like my truck will be loose enough to where I can turn it. Where I'm like, if I'm pushing with 1 foot, I can turn my board when I only have like 1 foot on the board. So if I'm like in a stride of pushing and my foot's up, I can turn my board like this or like this with my other foot. So there'll be play, but like it won't go like as far to just wheel bite, because like then it'll hit the bushing.
It'll hit the bushings.
Okay.
So it'll be loose like this, but then like once it gets to a certain point, it'll be like, and then it'll like be like bushing.
I'm glad I'm talking to you about this right now, because I'm about to set up my symmetrical Christmas complete, and I might try that.
Because I ride pretty loose trucks, and I like for there to be some play, but I don't want there to be too much.
You don't want to go day one.
Just throwing washers.
Yeah,
you don't want to go full day one.
Did you learn that from somebody, or is that something you just found on your own?
I would always do like weird little things with my board, and then like I don't know, like it took me a while to like actually figure out. Like I used to ride 2 bottom bushings, but I would keep the bottom washer, the big washer. But then I realized that would get in the way of the way that the truck turns. So then I started using 2 smaller washers, and then that works. And then,
trial and error.
Oh, man.
Just like a bunch of, and I ride 3 washers on the inside of every truck.
Wait a minute, 3 washers?
In the inside of every axle. Like for every wheel, I have 3 washers. So my
bolts aren't like.
So my bolt fits flush.
Yeah, you're not exposing the axle.
Yeah, there's been so many times as a kid, my board getting all banged up, and my trucks are good, but that last bolt.
Yeah.
You know what it is about the last one. The last fucking bolt.
Yeah.
It's stripped.
And you can't get it on.
Yeah.
And I've literally like had so many trials and tribulations with just that I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm just gonna ride 3 washers and just be straight.
What do you put, 2 on the inside, 1 on the outside?
I put 3 just on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Just to maximize the width of the truck.
Get a couple little millimeters on there.
Yeah.
So you actually ride a 147 and a half, maybe.
I'm just trying to.
Did those wheels?
Get those little width.
The trucks are smaller than the board, though, huh?
Yeah.
Brought all the washers.
And there's reasons for that. So
leverage.
I used to ride 149s, and I switched back to 147s because there was this rail against the wall that I wanted to skate in Philly, like literally like 5 years ago. And I switched them just so that my axles wouldn't drag against the wall as I was grinding down the wall. It would just be the board sliding down the wall and the axles wouldn't be touching.
Yes.
I have yet to skate a rail on the wall since I've made this decision. It's absolutely ridiculous. But there's another plus side to it that when your board hangs over your wheels, you can tip your board easier.
True. Yeah.
So like if you're like thinking about like, for instance, at an extreme, if you try to do a pressure flip on a board that where the trucks sit inside the board, like the one that I have, like an 8.3 on a 147 trucks, it would be easier to tip the board with a tray flip or a pressure flip with that. But then on the extreme side, if you try to pressure flip on somebody's mega ramp board, it's not happening, bro. Like, nine trucks on like
it doesn't trip you out to look. Doesn't trip you out to look down and not see the side of your axle.
Little bolt sticking out,
baby.
Hoverboard.
I'm floating.
That's amazing.
So I'm glad we're talking about this right now. So we got a 8.3. We got 147 Thunders, right? 3 washers.
Hey.
Who are you talking to?
My cat is.
Oh, your cat?
He's messing with something. Hey, stop.
What's the cat? Yeah, what's the cat's name?
He's literally trying to knock something off the counter. Hey, chill up. Bro, stop it. He's tripping.
You just talk to your cat normal? You don't put on a little voice when you talk to your cat? Like, oh, little kitty. Stop that.
If I'm calling his name and I want him and I want to be like, I'm being nice, like, hey, I'll usually talk in a little bit softer of a voice just because like I want him to come over here. Obviously, I'm not going to try to yell at him and get him to come over. Yeah. Try to be nice a little bit, you know?
Right. Like you got a little treat in your hand or something.
Yeah, he'll usually come over. He acts pretty like a dog. And I know a lot of people say that. They're like, oh, my cat acts like a dog. But it's pretty crazy.
Is that the cat that goes after I'm sorry to interrupt. Is that the cat that goes after the bottle caps?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like...
He literally will fetch 4 hours and he'll come back panting like a dog after and he just follows me. He follows me around the house anywhere I go. He literally wants any type of food, anything that's food, he wants it. My other cat acts like a cat.
Okay.
This one really acts like a dog. Here, I'll grab it.
Yeah, let's see this guy. Yeah. Look at that dude.
This is him.
What's his name?
Scylla.
What is it?
Long. Scylla. Because he's like a little silhouette.
Oh, Scylla. Yeah. Look at those.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. He's got his hunting eyes on right now, man. They're big, wide.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Yes.
Does he get along with the other cat pretty well?
Yes and no. He kind of like fucks with her because she's older than he is and he's a baby. So he just like, he's just always trying to play with her and she's like not always trying to play.
Right.
She'll like freak out and he'll just be like messing with her. Also, if she like comes up and she's trying to like show me affection, he'll like get her away from me.
Okay.
He's like really
territorial.
He can be. It's crazy. Sometimes I'll like put him away in my room, just like so I'll stop messing with her because he can get pretty annoying.
What's the other cat's name?
Autumn.
It's
my little girl.
And Silo. You got children?
Yeah. Yeah, I have cats. Children would be much more work.
Well, you still gotta feed them and clean their shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were talking about the board stuff. So you got an 8.3 reel board. You got 147 trucks with the little 3 washers on the ends of the truck. So maybe it's a 147.5 truck. What size wheels do you ride?
In between 51 and 53, depending on how worn down my wheels are. Because like usually, like people will see me with really worn down wheels, especially like at like a contest or something like that, because I don't want to set up a board and switch my wheel size because that will mess up the timing in which my tail would hit the ground.
Right.
So if I'm like skating my wheels until they're like say 48 millimeters, and then like I have a contest coming up and I'm like, oh, I want new wheels, and I put on 52s, my pop timing is going to be slightly off.
Yeah.
So if I'm like at any event or like something where it's like I need to skate good, I'll probably have the small wheels. I'll probably have the same wheels that I was riding for a really long time because I don't want to mess up the timing of my pop.
Wait a minute. So are you switching the wheels in and out, or are you just kind of putting on the 52s and waiting?
I'll just wait.
You wait
until it like doesn't matter.
Right.
So I just wait till after an event or this or that to put on new wheels.
Yeah. Huh.
Because I remember one time I went to a contest and I had new wheels on, and Felipe Gustavo was like, "Dude, that's so crazy. I've like never seen you with new wheels on." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, I ride new wheels all the time, but I just don't ride them. I just don't put on new wheels for a contest because I don't want to mess up my timing.
Makes sense.
And it could be a little slippery.
Yeah, that's a big factor. Yeah. They used to like at Tree League and stuff, they used to like put these stickers on the ground too. These big just like sponsored stickers.
Right.
Like literally right where you would land on the big section. And I literally have fallen so many times from just like going to stand up from like being compressed and the ground and then just stand up and then my wheels just slip out from under me. And I'm like, wow, I just fell on a nose grind. Like that was so dumb.
That's dangerous.
Because it's not more dangerous than it's just like annoying because, we skateboard, we fall, we know how to fall.
Right. The
fall isn't a problem. I mean, it is, but it is. It's like not like I'm getting hurt from it, but it's just like, all right, like that was
unnecessary.
I just slipped in front of 10,000 people. No big deal.
I'd probably rip the sticker off.
Yeah, I mean, there's practice, so that's happening the whole time.
Right.
Like, trying to practice, like, I want to get this trick good so I can do it down the big section. You're like trying to perfect it, and then you don't miss it once, and then you get to the contest and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
It's not the semis. I'll keep it chill. And then you like fall on a nose grind and you're like, what the hell did I keep it chill for? fell on a nose grind. That was embarrassing.
Right. So it sounds to me like you're pretty, I don't know if picky is the right word, but you're pretty consistent with your board setup. Like you like it a certain way.
Yes.
And if something changes, you're fucked.
It bothers me.
It bothers
me pretty a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because if I skate somebody else's board, the fact that I just know it's someone else's board, I could just skate their board and be like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll fall on this. It doesn't matter because I don't know this board.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not pressed on falling on said person's board, or even the fact that it feels weird because I know it's not mine. Yeah. But if my board feels weird, I'm like,
you got a problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't cool, man. This is not cool.